Word. All right.
Cameras is on. All right.
Then we can pick which topic we want to get into. Dating, mental health.
Let's do dating immediately. Yeah, let's give people what they want to hear, y'all.
I knew it, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back. Well, you can't say really welcome, right? Because
It's the first episode.
It's the first episode.
It's a long time coming, though.
Respectfully so. I've been
sure.
talking about this since I met y'all, that we was going to do a podcast because our chemistry is just...
Bananas.
Banana.
Fire.
Strawberry.
So, before we even...
Look at the smoothie, nigga.
Nigga made a smoothie.
We do want to say, we don't have a name for the show yet, but we're going to leave it open for y'all. However the chemistry goes, you guys get to name the show. Just comment down below.
Definitely comment.
Yeah, get creative.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can base it off of the topics, the energy, the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We want to know who got the most creative idea.
Whoever has the name, then we pick it. We are going to shout you out at the beginning of every show.
Facts.
Yeah, that's dope.
Every show?
Yeah,
Shout 'em
because
out.
we're like, yo, shout out to da-da-da that gave us the name.
Right.
Ba-da-ba.
Every show? Yeah, that's what I'm
At
saying.
least the first show.
Yeah,
you got one solid show.
All right, you get a 3-show credit.
At least one
3-show credit, all right? Damn, every show.
I was trying to be nice, man.
I feel that.
But respectfully. So, first off, how was y'all weeks, man?
I had a great time, bro.
Yeah?
Like, for real. I just like being outside, but like not like in a modern day version of outside. I think that outside just only in strip clubs or clubs in general, bars and stuff like that. What I mean that like I was hanging out with some friends, did an escape room, man.
That's fire.
Used the mentals, the brains and everything.
How'd it go?
Won.
You won it?
We won it.
You know how rare that is?
I know. It was like,
We had some people. It was all together. It was like 5 of us.
Okay.
You feel me? But we put our minds together, and I think the escape room that we did was the heist.
Yeah.
And it was something serious, yo. It was
fire.
fun. But I think that that's what it really should be. It's like what we in our bag with is like things that really like get creative outside the club. You feel me? Whether it's like paintballing,
We gotta do that soon, for
kayaking.
Yeah.
You know they got that in Orlando, bro. So we definitely got to do that.
Yeah.
Yo, the kayaking and paintballing. Have y'all been paintballing before?
I never.
I have.
Yeah, I heard it's lit though.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
competitive.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of came out there a little amateurish a little
Did
bit.
you?
The first time, cause I'm just like, oh, paintball and everything. When we got out there, my boy Knuckles that I went with.
His name is Knuckles?
Well, his last name is Knuckles.
He fights?
Nah.
Where he go? Does he go by his
One
last
of the
name?
Smartest dudes you'll meet, but like, his last name is Knuckles. So everybody call him Knuckles. But
Okay.
it was like 7, 8 of us, yo, and they literally looked like they were a militia, bro. Like,
Really?
literally
Damn.
looked like they were geared up for war. And I'm like, y'all OD. But when we actually went to the paintballing spot, everybody was like black ops, helmets, like vests and everything. I'm like, yo, like nobody gave me the info. No one gave me the 411. But yes,
It was a good
that's
time.
that's the biggest thing. But it's tons of fun.
I love that.
That's what's up, bro.
We got to do that. That would be
Tons
fun.
of fun.
That'd be fun. I feel like Gio would go crazy with that.
Why Geo specifically?
Yeah, like you gotta explain that shit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I
Because
just
the boy analytical.
yes.
Yeah, I guess I could
so
translate.
analytical about everything that I think Gio just coming out from the sky, just bow, 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 bow.
Nah, Geo be like, listen, we're going to be on the left quadrant of this.
Yeah.
You're going to be up top. You're going to be down low.
Yeah.
And we're going to hit him from the left and right at the same time.
Nah.
The boy's logistical.
Man, weekends was chill, man. Yeah, I didn't really do too much.
Yeah.
You know, I brought my dog to the vet.
Wild story.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was going through it, so you know, had to get him right. But he's good now.
How do you do under
Prayers.
How do you do under pressures like that? Are you like stressed? Do you like announce that you're stressed and like
Nah.
surprised, or are you like cool under pressure?
I feel like under pressure, I perform, bro. Like honestly,
really? That's what
it
like
is.
because you got to make a
I'm
choice,
here,
bro.
that's
It's like
right.
Yes.
you really can't like sit around because like if something like that is happening to my dog, it's like yo, it's either I go to the vet at 12 a.m. or I just wait it out. But like in that situation, I had to really I had to go. I had to just do
Figure
it.
out.
Yeah.
My
Tell
weekend,
us
it
about
was calm. Hung out with some friends as well.
Okay.
And it was
That's
cool.
a big smile.
It was cool. Nah, it was calm vibes. I got to see more of Orlando. You know me. Y'all know me. Every time I talk, I want to see something different. So
Where'd you
A
go?
solid 5 months here now, like 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5, yeah. I'm about to hit 5. We just checked out some restaurants.
Okay, solid.
Did you get the restaurants from the TikTok?
TikTok's, yo.
The new Google.
TikTok is the new Google. If you want to find out a new
yes.
place to go, just check TikTok. Like they have so many reviews for everything, bro.
TikTok is a lot for me.
You don't use TikTok?
It's a lot for me, man. Like, yo, like being, you know what I'm saying, like in this new era, millennials, all that vibe and everything. It's just so fast paced and engaging.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when I get on TikTok, I got to go for a purpose. Like new restaurants, like fun things to do in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? A specific purpose. Because if I'm on there, like, it's just a rabbit hole, like, of like a bunch of excitement. Because, you know, TikTok's a new Vine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like it's attention grabbing instantly. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little lot for me, but it is good though.
Yeah, for reviews. Yeah, I do that for a lot. Before we even do things, like they would be like, hit the chat, yo, let's go grab some food. And we were like, yo, let's check out something new. We'll go to TikTok, find some new spots.
I have a whole folder dedicated to just like things to like places to go, places
that
to
you
eat.
learn from TikTok?
From TikTok. Yeah. I use it for Instagram too, but yeah, I got a whole folder for that shit.
That's hard.
Who you think loves harder, men or women?
Okay, men or women. So I guess it's me.
I mean, it's I looked at you. I'm sorry.
You said, who do you think loves harder? Let me look right at this dude. You know what? That's one of those things, to be honest, like, my innate feeling about that is it's kind of like, you know, who wants sex more, men or women? You feel me? Like, I think that I don't think that a man or a woman loves harder. You feel me? Like, we just like sex, like we both love having sex. We just express it differently. You know what I mean? And I think that, you know, a lot of times women do a better job of expressing their love and everything, because, you know, not every dude knows how to express their emotions. Yeah. Or like in tune with their like vulnerable emotional side, whatever the case is. And so women do a better job at expressing it, saying it, communicating it, like making you feel it. But it doesn't mean that they love or care about you more. Men just, for whatever reason, are not innately as good as expressing those emotions.
You kind of broke down the question in itself, because you're basically saying both equal, but one's better at expressing it, basically, in the general sense.
Exactly. Nobody cares more. One just, but you know, what weighs more for you? Like, what would you rather have? You rather somebody showing it? You feel me? Like, you rather see it. You know, love is about, like, you ain't got to guess. Yeah. I ain't got to guess. Do you like me? Yeah. I'm thinking, you got to guess. I'm just like, hold on. This is a debate. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel it for real. So I'd rather the expression.
I don't think it's like a difference between male or female. I think naturally women are normally more sensitive, and sensitivity is a good thing. Yeah. Like, you could feel. I love a sensitive woman. Yeah, love that. It's valid. Yeah, if you can feel your emotions, you know, more, then I mean, you can express it more. You can be emotional more. Yeah, and I think it comes off that way, that they are more loving than men, because they can show it more.
I think it's equal as well. I think we all just said it's equal. I think some men that have things that they face growing up, they suppress their feelings, so they don't show it through communication, but they do it through other ways. So it might be the same level of love, but it's just communicating in different ways. And it also, I think it's very important to know that person's love language, because you'll be able to understand that this person's showing me a lot of love if you understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this person's love language is acts of service, and they're going out their way to clean the crib for you, to doing the most for you, then you're like, oh wow, they truly love me. But if you don't understand that, you might belittle the action. And if you belittle the action, you don't understand that they truly are doing things out of love for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one thing about the love language, man, that you just touched on is, I think right now that, from my perspective and view, I think society as a whole, we need to do a better job of expressing, like when you're dating someone, showing love in their love language. I think that we're so concerned about my love language is acts of service, or my love language is gifts and surprises. My love language is words of affirmation. For real, like it's me. But it's like so little about what your partner wants. You feel me? Like you also got to express those words of affirmation, because they need that too. You know, man or female, it can go both ways. And I think that we just need to be more conscientious of not only our own love languages, but making sure that we're loving someone in theirs. It may not necessarily be instantly innate for you. You know, like for example, like getting somebody a gift, you might be a bad gift giver or something like that, but it's just the thought that really goes a long way. You know what I mean?
We spoke on this before. I think it's the effort that matters the most, because you might not know how to do it the best. Like if your love language is not physical touch and you don't want to be touching up on your person the most, but when you make the effort for that person to touch them, it's like, oh, you stepping out of your comfort zone for me. Yeah, that's love.
Yeah, yep. Because you take the chance to understand that person, and it shows. You know, like it definitely does show, and it goes a long way too. Like you may show love in your specific way,
right?
And it may not resonate with the person that you're talking to, right?
Exactly.
But you going hard, you going 100%. But then the moment you switch to that person's love language, you could do 5%.
Yeah,
and it's as if you gave 100% for the style you're used to. So
1,000,000% true, bro.
Yeah,
like, I agree 100%.
You got to understand each other's love language.
And you know what? And it's sometimes, you know, listen. All right, so boom, I'm gonna say this right, and this young like really hit me in a profound way. And one of the things that, like, you know, Uncle Shannon Sharp had just said, one of the biggest things for unsuccessful and failed relationships is uncommunicated expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like, we assume that people know how to think or how we want to be loved, or like what to do or what to say in certain situations, and they might not necessarily know, especially when they're like growing and getting to know you. 1 to 3 months, 4 months in a relationship, they might be a guy that has a great sense of humor or whatever, but they don't know how to maybe like comfort you when you down. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. They're learning. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's like raised a certain way where they're like innately really good at that. And so you got to communicate it. The communications aspect of, you know, of that is important, because, you know, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, communicating even just so you can be on the same page.
Even with friendships, communication's huge. I think that's what we excel in, where I'll be like, yo, bro, I don't want to do that. Oh, bro. Oh, Kervin's be like, let's go here. Let's try this. Like, I feel like communication is huge, because if you're just expecting for everybody to be on the same page, you should be expecting a failure as well, because nobody knows how you're thinking. It's important to communicate with everything, and I think some folks are just, as you would say, innately bad. I love the word innately. He loves it. I love it.
Innately bad. Like it's apropos. It's apropos. Like it really is appropriate, yo, because. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. I've been in fault of it. Like, just know, like, say for example, if you sneeze and you don't cover your mouth, like, I'm gonna look at you like you ain't cover your mouth. Or somebody might, you know, cover their mouth and be like, y'all ain't gonna say bless you. You know what I'm saying? I think that, like, you know, no matter where you from, like I'm from North Carolina, y'all from New York, you from Florida, and everything. We all raised and grow up in different areas, but I think it's kind of universal things that everybody assumes that people know. And sometimes people don't know it.
Respectfully. And if you truly care about that person, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very important to remove yourself and be able to be like, yo, do this way now, because now it's an understanding of like both parties know.
This is for, you know, speaking from a male's point of view, for the ladies out there, but also for the fellas. Like,
talk to me.
We know effort, like you said, that is one of the most special, attractive things that you can do in any, just the effort. You know what I'm saying? It's just the thought, the effort. It is so, me and you have talked about this a lot of times. You can, like, if you're a girl, you do a little things, whatever. Like, for example, like, you know, if you know I like Jack and Coke or something like that, and you like Jack and Coke, and you randomly surprise me out of the blue on a Tuesday with some Jack and like, yo, like Coke, and like, let's do this from the house. We ain't even gotta. Yo,
That's real.
Goes a
I'm
long
gonna
way.
go
that's-
Hell
twice as
yeah.
hard
That's
for that
real.
type of girl because
Yeah.
like you get it, you listening. Obviously,
Yeah.
you listening, you paying attention.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like I didn't even have to express that. You just picking up on shit. You feel me? So
That attention to detail go a long way, bro.
goes so far.
What is something that's happened to you back in the day that a lady has like picked up on and she did for you? So like for me, I'll go first. For
Yeah,
me, back in high school, folks used to know me, man. I would get a McDouble with mac sauce, a McChicken, and a
Not the
small
mac sauce?
gotta get the mac sauce. Gotta get the mac sauce.
I'm telling you.
Right? And my ex my girlfriend at the time, she gave me a gift card for McDonald's. I didn't even know that was a thing, bro.
A gift card for
A gift-
McDonald's?
And for me, because I love that meal, I was
Yeah.
like, that was the realest thing you could have ever done, bro.
Facts.
And another one was a car starter in New York because it'd be cold. It'd be so cold in New York.
Right.
So a car starter is elite. She actually got it installed in my car. That was real.
What?
Yeah.
A car starter?
Respectfully.
One of my favorite artists is Isaiah Rashad. I don't know if y'all. He cold. He cold.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who that is.
He's an R&B. You probably
I got to put you
I
on,
probably
bro. I
heard
got to put you
some
on.
songs,
Yeah,
though. I probably heard some
it's
songs.
it's solid. So I mean, he's not really, he's not really that big. He's not really that popular. But she remembered that, and then she bought me tickets to
That's
go see
fire.
the concert.
That's fire.
Like the fact that you remembered that
Yeah.
one small detail. I talk about all these other artists.
That's
You
huge.
remembered Isaiah.
Especially Isaiah. And he's not as big, too.
He's
So
not
that's
as big.
So that's big.
It's that attention to detail. That's probably like one of the biggest surprises I've ever had
I love
in my
that.
life. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the biggest thing. It could just be like, damn, you listening.
Yeah.
Or you paying attention.
Yeah.
I remember, man, recently I was talking to this one girl. The second date that we went out, bro, like, you
Talk to
know what
me.
I'm saying? You see, I'm like smiling because I'm like, wow, that was so cute. That was really sweet. You feel me? Like, you were just a sweetheart.
He blushes.
I love that.
Niggas, dark skinned niggas blushing
I
and
love
dark
it, though.
That's
Talk to me. I
right.
want to hear this now. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Tell me
You hyping
about
it. You hyping it, man.
Nah, it's nothing like super wild, but like I go, you know what I'm saying, to see this girl. She stayed 45 minutes away from me or whatever, this little troop, whatever.
Yeah.
And so she really throughout the week was like, I want to make you some food. I want to make you some dinner. So, you know what I'm saying? So she made me some pasta, boom, really sweet and
Ooh.
everything. Like it was just second date. So it was like, okay, so boom,
Yeah.
she can cook.
Yeah.
That's a big check, ladies. That's a big check. Okay. So she cooking, right? And like, okay, that was really checked. And then she was just like, I just went to the store and I got some Tupperware and everything. I want you to take this to go, and you know what I'm saying, with you so you can eat this for the next couple days. And then also I got you this I made dessert for you, little special little
Dessert.
brownie and everything. You say you
Ooh.
like
Energy.
and ice cream and everything. And so I just want you to take this to go with you. And when she brought out the Tupperware, it was the Tupperware. It was the Tupperware for me. I'm like, yo, she really like thoughtful. That was, man. And like for me specifically, yeah, I'm gonna have y'all guess. I want y'all to guess what kind of zodiac sign I am. You know what I'm saying? Guess what?
Comment down below.
Yeah,
Comment down
comment below what y'all think our
Yeah.
zodiac signs.
Yeah,
Each
yeah.
one of us. That's kind of interesting aspect of it. But like when you do that kind of thing for me, like what it does and like, man, it makes you want to become a better man.
No, respectfully.
You feel me? Like now I know you the type like you deserve
Yeah.
like certain
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not just out here. You a thoughtful person.
Yeah.
Like now I'm going to be a better person because
Exactly.
now I'm going to be more in my bag. What is she like?
Exactly.
Write her a little letter.
It's just the natural reaction too.
facts.
Yeah. It's
Facts.
like you did that for me. I gotta go out my way for you now. I gotta do the most.
Yup.
Naturally too, not forced it. Like, yo,
100%.
what? You cooked for me, put it in Tupperware.
Yeah,
I
bought
got
it that
Tupperware?
day. I seen the
Tupperware?
receipt.
I can take it home. What?
Portable?
I get to eat
What?
this tomorrow.
Do I gotta give it back or not?
Okay.
I didn't write this one down. Question for y'all. When did y'all learn about love languages? Because when I learned about it, bro,
That's a good question.
it resonated with me so much because I never knew how important knowing love languages is. So when did y'all like learn the different types of love languages?
I read the book. Like I read the book.
word.
Yeah, I read the
love
book
that.
of like love languages and everything, and just the way he broke it down in so many different aspects. Like
Yeah.
being a psychologist and like marriage counselor and everything, and like really expressing like people just they're innocent in the fact that they're trying hard, but they might not be trying in the right direction. You know what I mean?
That's
like
solid.
you think that like maybe vacuuming the carpet or washing the dishes is like showing that you care, but all they want to know is that you value them, that you think they're special, that you're listening to them, and then that mean the world to you, and that to them would do 10 times of what cleaning the house may be
Respectfully,
doing. That doesn't mean don't clean the house.
Yeah, you still got to clean the house.
You still got to clean the house.
Yeah.
Don't let it go over your head.
Yeah. It don't mean you locked in.
But at the same time, you feel me? Somebody out there was like, "Oh, I ain't gotta clean that. I ain't gotta clean. No,
A word.
I ain't gotta clean no more.
Still clean. Still clean.
I just gotta tell me handsome.
Right.
That's it.
So I learned about it when I first moved to Orlando. That was probably like a good 6 years ago or something like that. So yeah, I was, we've all been on Tinder here and there.
Yeah.
I got hit with this question: what's your love language?
Ooh.
I'm like, what?
Put on the spot like that.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
I had to Google that shit, and
Respect it.
I looked it up, and I'm like, oh wow, there's several different types.
I love
all right,
the honesty too. Wow.
yeah, it was really eye opening, honestly. And I like that there was like a manual on how to actually do this for different types of people. So it was pretty interesting. So that was, for me, that was the first time. It's not tethered to any crazy story, but it was eye opening for sure.
Mine was within my relationship, my previous relationship. Me and my ex, we're doing, y'all being cute, y'all taking quizzes, getting to learn each other.
The quizzes,
love compatibility.
The quizzes is underrated,
About
yo.
the love compatibility test.
Respectfully, laying in the bed, our feet up,
Yeah.
right? And we took a test, and I was like, dang, I didn't even know my love language was words of affirmation. But it makes sense because that's what it is. Like, tell me I'm amazing, I will do everything for you because it's coming from the person I want to hear it from. You know what I'm saying? So once I learned that, I was like, dang, like, what's your love language, babe? Learned it. And I reciprocated the energy that she wanted, not that I thought she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So that was big for me.
All right, so I got a question. So,
Talk to me.
were you taught about mental health or physical health first? Like just growing up in general, which one were you taught about first?
I was definitely taught about physical health first. Like,
Facts.
without a doubt.
That was part of the school curriculum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
PE.
PE, middle school, high school. Like that was like second period for me.
I didn't start thinking about mental health until I actually went through it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like college, when I was by myself and I had to figure out my issues on my own and I didn't have mom or dad to go to, I was like, geez, why do I feel like this? Then I got into the conversation, started looking up like mental health ways to like free your mind or relax your mind. And that's when I got into the conversation of mental health. And that's why I talk on it so much. I'll hit the chat and be like, yo, mental health check. Like, because I feel like it's important to express and not many people know how to.
There's a stigma with men and specifically black men that we can't express ourselves like emotionally, mentally, and everything. And I just think that, it's one of those things that if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, or whatever the case is, it's just always kind of like that thought process of like rub some dirt in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up playing sports, and there's no, it's so crazy to how groundbreaking it is for people like Simone Biles and everything, taking the mental health breaks and things of that nature, because especially with sports, like if you said that you're not okay right now, like that was known as a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like that was known as a sign of like you're not tough enough for this or whatever the case is. And I think that this year, not this year, but like of recently, we have gotten out of the place of like, oh, you everybody's okay to deal with everything in every situation. It's like, no. Like growing up, physical education is like, that's all they taught you in school. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really talk. I mean, they didn't talk about the mental aspect of it. And I think it's just so important for black men specifically to speak on that, because man, there's a stigma that we are emotionless. We're tough. We're like, you know what I'm saying? We're not in tune with our emotions. We're not like thoughtful that we can't express. We're not vulnerable. We're not transparent. There's a lot of stereotypes, right? But the more we see black men well educated, well spoken, talking about this kind of stuff, expressing these things, the better. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, people in your family member, uncles, fathers, whoever, other men, they grew up in a generation where that's not the thing. Like they grew up in that.
Would you say for yourself, did you grow up in a space where it was like okay to express it, or did you grow up not knowing you should express?
I grew up in a space where not knowing.
Oh, really?
Not knowing how to express it. Like, thank God, like, I grew up in a Christian household. You feel me? So I always had like that foundation of Christ at the same time. So I've like been self-aware.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That like not everybody's always self-aware. They don't know how to the right and proper outlets to use it. And there's nothing wrong with, connect people. I think that I've been at fault of this, and we didn't even talk about this. This is on camera and everything. But sometimes you feel like you can figure it out all yourself.
Yeah.
And like you bottle that up and you don't really express to your homie, your friend, whatever the case is, that like I'm dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the persona of I gotta be
tough,
on top at all times. And maybe you're not always like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you need that. Like one of the things that's helped me out a lot is obviously prayer, you feel me? But also meditating. You know what I'm saying? Also just locking in. You gotta make a conscious effort of locking in and like taking the time for yourself. For me, that looks like going to the jacuzzi, like, and just sitting back and relaxing and just like being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Our phones is always something going off, something happening, new tweet, new Instagram post, whatever the case is. But like clearing that out of your mindset and just locking in real time.
I mean, the first time I went through it was probably around 2020. Took a lot of losses.
Really?
Yeah, man.
2020 was a crazy year.
Yeah, it was rough.
COVID
it was really
year.
rough. But, like through that, I didn't understand what I was feeling. I didn't understand why I couldn't do certain things that I did before and why like I was too much in my thoughts. And, upon that, just researching, just looking up different things, I'm like, oh, damn, I'm probably going through something mentally.
That's dope.
So, through that, I was just like, all right, let me just focus on that.
Yeah.
And, and like David said, man, we don't really pay attention to these things, man. Like we're taught to kind of go through it. We're taught to, is it really happening or is it not?
Am I
figure
going
it out.
through it? Is this what it is?
Yeah.
And we like to belittle it
for
and
sure.
be like, oh, maybe it's not what it is.
It's a perfect analogy. Like when playing sports and everything, like say you play basketball or something like that and your ankle is bothering you or something like that, or like your shoulder, or you playing football. I grew up playing football. Like, you got a pulled hamstring and everything. You try to play through it. I got to show up for the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you play through everything. And that can be the same thing with your mental health. You just playing through it, even though you might need a reset. You might need a
Nah, you spit. You
real talk. You might need to
Exactly.
and sit down for a week, you know what I'm saying, to heal up better than what you were before. And that's the mentality. I think that so many people, and it may not even be consciously people are doing that. It might be subconsciously unaware because life just keeps going on.
You can identify it better with your body because you can identify pain, but you can't truly identify pain within your mental because, like you said, for us black men and men in general, we belittle it.
Yeah.
So we can't identify it that well. So, like you said, if we do a reset, or if you know something's bothering you and your brain is just like foggy, you can't truly like make sense of things, just take a pause for a second. Like everything's a muscle. Your brain is a muscle.
Absolutely.
If you keep working that out, you should have a rest day.
Yeah.
Like
your body needs a rest day. Your brain needs a rest. I mean, it's the same thing.
it's exactly
Yeah,
so.
That's 100% true.
I am blessed to say that my mom was like very, very, very involved with making.
So you grew up in a household where it's more open for that.
Word.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
My pops is was really a man's man, where he was just like, get up, like scratch it up, like get up, like go do what you got to do. But my mom really took the time to be like, tell me what's wrong, yell, scream, what's wrong, talk. And I didn't understand it until like I became an adult. Like she was letting me express myself. I was mad about something. I don't know what I was mad about. I didn't get juice or something. But she let me
Speak
really
on it.
Yeah. And
That's
I would
huge.
be good right after that because I got to express it. So I think that's why I'm so good at communicating. Like, yo, I don't really feel good about this right now. Like I'm good on like standing on what I know because I I got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and that's exactly how it should be.
Yeah.
All right.
That's great.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no,
bro. I ain't gonna lie,
respectfully
no
so.
cap.
I'm thankful for that.
But yeah, like I that's something like I know, like when I have kids, I start my own family. I want to make sure like my family has that open door to, you know, express themselves.
Yeah.
You know, open up about what
facts.
you're feeling.
It's important.
Do y'all think that music plays a part in your mental health?
I think so.
And if so, like in what way?
In my opinion, for me, this is for me, y'all. I think, for example, if you wake up and you play some loud, crazy music in the morning, it'll affect your mood. Like it'll affect your mood right then and there. So I like to wake up to some Al Green. I like to wake up to some Isaiah Rashad. Like I like to wake up to something soothing to wake me up smoothly. I love music, and I grew up in music too. So
I feel like, all right, like it's a yes and no because I feel like I grew up with music, and I'm so close to music that I don't know if it affects my mental state as much as I think it does. You know, if that makes any sense. I feel like other things do for sure, but I feel like music is so. Like I relate it to working out too. Working out, I don't feel like it affects my mental state. Maybe it does. I don't know, but I don't feel like it does.
Oh, really?
I feel like it's just me going through the motions. Listening to music is just something I can't live without. It's just part of who I am. Just like working out.
it's not a priority as it is for other folks.
Yeah,
It's
like
not much
okay,
of a
like
priority.
if you pivot to music to relieve stress, I don't think I'm doing that. I think I might look for something external maybe to relieve that stress.
The gym
but
doesn't do it for you?
It doesn't.
Really?
It doesn't.
I'm actually
bro.
really surprised.
If anything,
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
more stressed out. I don't know. Yeah. I avoid the gym if I'm stressed out. Honestly, yeah.
Really?
Because your body's going through
What about
stress
when you
working
run?
out.
Like when you run and everything, you don't feel better after running?
Not really.
What is your release? Like, what is your...
I don't know. Like peace and quiet. I really don't even know. It probably
This
is
is why I
something
can do
that
it too,
simple,
though.
bro.
That's
Like
real.
peace
Yeah.
and quiet.
Simplicity, yeah.
Maybe I don't know, getting on the game like on the PlayStation or something that might,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, like something's like,
So it's more mental for you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can't say. I really wanted to. I really want music to be that escape, but I know it's probably not like the first thing I go to for sure.
For me, I definitely think so. I mean, to be honest, and not to like, you know, really take a dump on modern music, but like I think that if you consume too much of it and you're not conscious of how you're feeling, that you're not gonna feel well, and you're not gonna I say like a lot of like rap, drill music. And I listen to every one of these people, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you also got to mix in some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
I really realized the other day, like, I'm like, damn, like, yo.
Say it. He told me this.
I'm like,
Say it.
yo, friend.
Yeah, say it. Say it.
I hit you with that voice note.
Yeah,
and I
that was the
like,
realest thing I heard that week too.
Yo,
Yes.
for real, bro. Like on some real talk, because like I was like, I realized. Yeah, that's funny. Yo. I did say
You
that.
my dog.
Yo.
Yeah.
I did say that, yo. And I was just like, yo, when you listening to like a bunch of drill music, a bunch of hip hop, wherever the case is, like, I don't know. It's inauthentic in a way. It has its time and place. Like if you going out with the bros and everything, going to the club.
Yeah.
But like, yo, when I was listening to gospel music, I felt centered. You feel me? Like,
But I love that you said that. For
Yeah.
I don't know if you were just expressing to me, but like when you told me that, bro, I threw on something about the name Jesus.
yeah, for real.
But like it helped me a lot that week too. So I thank you for that, bro.
Nah, I appreciate that. Yeah, like for some reason, man, like if you listening to like anybody, and I ain't throwing nobody, because like I said, I like everybody out here. Like I listen to Future, I listen to Drake, I listen to Dirt, I listen to all them stuff. But then like you realize like maybe you're not feeling like all the way there, and then you throw on there's a praise in the inside.
It's
like the
different.
pause.
It's
The
different.
pause.
Yeah, the stare, like
There's a praise in the inside.
This
that I
it's talking
can't
to your
keep
soul,
myself.
man.
Yo.
That I
Yeah.
can't keep to myself, man. And yeah, it just hits different.
Respectfully.
You feel me? When it
Yeah.
came out with it, it just hits different. And like, yeah, it really it's soul food. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's what it really is. You feeding your spirit. And
Feeding your
you
spirit.
you feeding your spirit. And I think that that's one of the things that you got to be consciously aware of, because if you neglect it long enough, you'll start feeling tilted and off balance, and you won't even. You got to lock in. Like, why am I off?
Yeah, exactly.
Why am I off? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what you got to lock in with.
If you have praying folks around you, bro, it's a blessing. practicing. Like
For sure.
respectfully so. I love that. That was a great answer.
Yeah, that was solid. That was solid, bro.
Because I remember
thank
when
you,
he
bro.
did that, when he was talking to me, he was telling me like, bro, you know, and he randomly said it. He's like, you know what, bro?
Yeah.
I need to start playing more gospel music. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been
just like in the whip
I've been-
in general.
And I was like, facts. So I started playing while I was working, playing mad gospel music. And for some reason, I don't know for y'all, but I can work out to gospel music too. Can
Yeah,
you?
you
Work
can do that.
out?
You can
Yeah,
definitely- you can
interesting.
definitely do that.
Have you?
I could take long drives, like if I'm going, you know, if I'm taking a drive or something, but I don't know if I could work out to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see how it could work though.
No, I'd be
For
lit.
anybody out there that's also listening to it, if you only listen to Sexy Red or Glorilla or Cardi B, or, you know what I'm saying, like you working from the house or whatever, try to throw on something more soothing. Like
Respectfully.
Yeah.
I even throw on the smooth jack, the Kenny G.
Yes.
What
You know about the Kenny G.
G.
Yo, you want to impress a girl for the fellas out there when you cooking that little home dinner, when you making your spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your pasta,
Shepherd it up.
whatever.
Pasta.
You know what I'm saying? Your chicken Alfredo. Play the Kenny G while they sipping on the white wine. It does. It
slaps?
It slaps, bro. It does wonders, yo. So yes.
I'm really happy. I didn't lie, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the way the way you carry your thought, like you know, explain yourself, or
Express
express
yourself,
yourself,
yeah.
is valid, bro.
Appreciate that, yo. That's mad love. That's mad love. I love that you hear all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody comes from different perspectives and thoughts.
Yeah.
So I just love hearing how my brothers feel.
Nah, this is
Thank you.
dope.
Yeah.
I'm happy we did this. This is like I say all the time. Podcasting for me is like therapy
It is.
because
It's a form of it.
it's a form of therapy because it's literally like I'm expressing, I'm learning, I'm seeing different perspectives, and perspective is so huge in life. And I don't think a lot of people actually try to see other people's perspectives. They just try to pinpoint theirs onto other people. So if you try to see other people's perspective, it's a chance for you to grow. So I love hearing
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
hearing this. I ain't gonna lie. On the topic of therapy, how do y'all feel about therapy?
I love it.
Yeah?
I just recently
Yo.
started going.
Really?
Yeah,
That's right.
I
And I'm
love
excited for you.
I appreciate
love
it, bro.
that.
Like, yeah, that's
real.
For real.
It's really good. It opens up your mind to different perspectives of things you didn't even know about yourself.
Yeah.
and it's scary, honestly,
Yeah.
bro.
Right. 'Cause
It's really
like,
scary.
That's true, and I didn't even think about it like
Yeah,
that. I didn't even think about it like that, but I agree.
It's like it's like you meet yourself. It's like you're meeting yourself all over again. It's interesting. It's like, damn, I
see
didn't
the
know
mirror
that
of
about
yourself.
myself. Yeah. So I recommend that to everybody, man. Do not hold off, man. If you got health insurance, nigga, no, just do it, man.
Exactly.
Do it.
Yeah.
I promise you.
I agree. Therapy is something that a lot of people try to escape from or feel as weak. They try to say like, I don't need therapy. What? Like what? Especially the Black community. I think it's something that can empower you.
In so
Because
many ways.
once you see a mirror of yourself, like you just said, it's kind of like, oh, let me take the lint off my eye. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see what the issue is and correct it. But if you never face yourself, you can never make a correction.
And for anybody out there that doesn't know therapy outlets or know how to even get connected, one of the easiest routes out there is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is like the
BetterHelp,
app.
yeah.
It's like the subscription base.
Yeah.
They have thousands of therapists that you can see, like whether it's virtually on your phone, through text message. You can engage with
Yeah.
them 7 days of the week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Virtually or through text message, like I said. Yeah, that's something to lock in with.
Yeah.
you know?
Hey, BetterHelp. Just one day sponsor.
Yeah.
Give us a
Sponsorship.
sponsor.
Yeah. What's
Come
up?
on
brother?
over.
Yeah, we need it.
It's nice.
Shouting
over
you
here.
out. Yeah.
Come on.
Help a brother out.
Help a brother out. For Orlando, how do y'all feel about Orlando? I have a few pinpoints that I want to get into conversation with y'all.
All right.
So first one is, how do you like the Orlando people? Like my experience out here in Orlando, I love it. I feel refreshed. I feel happier. And one thing you do a good job of. You always ask me, how you feel, bro?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I love it. I literally
Yeah.
Solid.
love it out here, bro. Like it's the
It's
best.
a change of scenery you need.
Yes.
Yes.
And
That's
it's the
good.
people that I got surrounded by so quick. Like a lot of people move and they try to find their friend group for a while.
Yeah.
They try to find their friends for a while. I moved out here, I met y'all, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we felt when we met you, bro.
For real, bro.
Another thing is like for y'all that's like, in the same city you grew up in. Life is about transitioning, like really like
it's important too.
Yeah, living life outside of your show. That's where life really happens. You know what I'm saying? In your comfort zone, you're not gonna feel like you live. You gotta really challenge yourself. So, being from Utica and then popping, shout out Utica. Yeah. I ain't never been to Utica.
Y'all gotta come to Utica.
I ain't never been to Utica, but I gotta pop out at Utica.
Yeah, we gotta make that trip for real.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. When I went
Central.
in New York, like it's a different vibe and energy. Like I like New York a lot, but I've only been twice.
Yeah.
Only been twice, yo. So but like
y'all would like Utica, I think.
Yeah. So
I think.
Yo, we gotta visit, bro.
we gotta
visit, bro.
For real, Utica. Like now Utica on the map.
How do you like New York though when you visit?
Yeah,
like how was it?
How did I like New York? Man, I felt like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Really?
I did, bro. Like,
was it like a negative experience or like positive? What you think?
It was otherworldly in a weird way, yo. Because like I'm from Charlotte and shit and Raleigh, but like. It's just a small town and it's a big city energy and vibe and everything is overwhelming. Like where I'm from, dude's not going to try you for your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're on the metro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wearing the new Air Maxes.
Yeah, it's over for you.
I'm wearing and I'm just
clipped.
like my head on the swivel. Like I wish the wood. You
so-
feel me?
yeah.
Like it's that type of energy that you got. But I'm always like self-aware, so I'm always going to keep my head on the swivel, even if I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. One of the things that I feel like it needs to be talked about more and everything. Just for longevity and savings and all that good stuff is like, how do you guys look at investments? What investments do you make? What investments you do? What do you want to inspire to do? How do you guys feel about that?
Like this is an important topic for everybody because I didn't know which way to go. Like when everybody kept saying investment, you should invest, you should invest, you should invest, you should invest. I'm like, all right, what am I investing in? Like everybody,
what am I doing?
Everybody's a guru,
Yeah.
everybody's a genius, everybody knows everything about money. But I'm sitting here and I think I'm pretty well sound in money. But I'm like, what do I invest in? I did get to meet up with my financial advisor, McKenna, which she's
you got a financial advisor. You already ahead of the game.
Yeah, for real.
She's a rock star. Like she's amazing. She sat me down. Like everybody should go get a financial advisor. It's very important and a good one. She sat me down and she said, if everything you had burned and everything went wrong, you couldn't ask your parents for money. How much money do you have? And I was like, I ain't got a dollar. Damn. So I was like, boom, like let's get together. What should I invest in? She told me stocks to invest in. She told me the Roth RIAs to invest in. She told me all these things to invest in, which hyped me up more to learn more about it. You know what I'm saying? So like just a quick tip. Get a financial advisor, someone that's well sound and that's literally getting paid to help you invest. Like I've reached out to a few people like, hey, yo, McKenna's amazing, bro. I've saved so much money and I invested a lot of money, which had a return on my investment a few times. You guys should like look into financial advice. Like, nah, I'm good. But then be quick to be like, yo, can I get like 5 beans?
Yeah, it's like, fam, what you could have, you know what I mean? You could have got that 5 beans on your own. Yeah, I'm big on that too. When it comes to that, I find it's super important for your future, for right now in general. 401k, you gotta have that.
Got to.
Roth RIA, you gotta have that 100%.
Retirement.
You can stock pick. You can choose different stocks. You can jump into, get some dividends on. Some have high yield dividends. You can really find some good ones, or you can jump into ETF. No, is it ETF or EFT?
Yeah, ETFs.
You can jump into those. Those are kind of like your mutual stocks and things like that. But it's really important though. Yeah. Like just to educate yourself. Like you got a financial advisor to help you understand that. There's YouTube. Yeah. There's no excuse.
University.
Facts, bro.
YouTube.
With the way TikTok is set up, there's no excuse. So like you could just literally type it in. There's multiple videos breaking it down. There's really no excuse not to do it. So yeah, it's 100% important, man. 100%.
I think
crypto.
I do have.
Lost a lot of money,
what's funny? So I was telling you about this one thing when David knows a lot about this topic. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah,
I be trading.
Yeah, you be trading too.
Yeah, Forex.
Y'all both really experts in it. I'm really trying to learn it more. So like, but during 2020, I made a few investments that I'm happy where my money's sitting right now. Like on what is it called? Robinhood.
Robinhood?
Sitting really nice. I haven't touched it since, and I'm being told not to.
Yeah.
But it looked good. You know what I'm saying?
Let it sit, man.
Just let it chill,
Let
right?
it sit, man.
But talking to David a few times, he was just like, "Yo, bro, you should do stock options and stuff like that." I don't know how to do those things, so I'm like, even with you, I want to sit down and learn it more. Like I'm willing to.
I don't do options. I do cryptocurrency. I do currency trading more than anything.
Currency trading. Okay.
Puts and you know that's
yeah.
I have that is lucrative. You gotta have a lot of money to play, but it is lucrative.
It is lucrative. Flipping money and everything. How I look at that is like if you're not planning in general, you're planning to fail. You know what I'm saying? So everybody gotta have a plan. Like one of my, even if you're not, always invest into reading and don't overlook that, because that's really very important. One of the books I'm reading right now, everybody should check it out. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
That's one of who know about that? Think and Grow. One of the topics that they're talking about right now is just like, he made a lot of really interesting points, but one of the things that kind of stood out to me recently, what he was saying is like, when you were applying to go to college, he was saying how like you should literally like your address and your letter to the college, you need to like say your actual plan, like what you actually come to the college to do, not to like mess around or anything, like what you want to do outside of the college, because a lot of people are like, they'll take any job, you know what I'm saying, outside of college, and it goes in a loophole when it comes to that. But how I look at investing is, you hit the nail on the head, with the dividends. A lot of people don't even know what dividends are.
I got some dividends slapping right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Like one of the best dividends out there you can buy is Main Street Capital. They got a high dividend yield. They pay monthly. Disney, Coca-Cola, Pfizer, like some of these names y'all should check out. And these are things that when you invest in them, they just pay you passively. You know what I'm saying? So like, how I have it set up and how everybody should like think about it as well is, just have it deducted from your check. Don't even think about it. And so that money is there for a rainy day, but really just to grow on the side. So that's really important, because, dividends is really big. Also, option trading is something I like to do.
I'm still trying to learn from you.
Y'all know that like there's There's a big wave going on right now, man. There's a lot of innovative ideas. I don't know if y'all know who Andrew Yang is. He was a politician. Yeah.
He was running.
He was running for presidency, and one of the things that I love about him, what he was saying is like all the major tech corporations, they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and they're not even being really taxed
at all.
There are like so many different loopholes that they're getting through that they're not being taxed. So he said if we tax them like 0.1%, every American in the country would be able to get $1,000 a month.
That's crazy.
And be able to also be contributing to the growth of American-made companies, your Amazons, your Apples, your Googles, these Ubers, these innovative companies that are growing. Because what is happening right before everybody's eyes is AI is taking over.
AI is taking over slowly.
It really is.
It's replacing people's jobs. It's replacing you and I. So, if we're not a part of the growth of these companies, then it's a scary place, honestly speaking. And so I think that is extremely important. Just long as you have a strategy and a plan, think about it. Just when it comes to options, take that slow. But if you want to the quickest way to like be on the right path is just invest in the S&P 500 as an ETF, like you said, exchange traded fund.
S&P 500.
And I'm like I said, like I'm grateful to be around people that's like we always say, to have like-minded folks that don't want to sit at what they're at and just stay there. Like we have these normal conversations of like, what you doing money wise? And I always said, yo, bro, I just went to this club the other day and I met the owner, so I can start doing videography for that club. You know what I'm saying? So I can invest in. Now my boy's getting it for free, and I'm also doing the videography for this club, but I'm also making bread for something I naturally know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Being creative and trying to make bread, respectfully.
That's it. You can't be stagnant. You really can't. Not today. There's no excuse.
There is no excuse. There's too much information. We live in the world of information.
And you can make it from your phone. You feel me? Like you can make it from the palm of your hands, and don't underestimate that. Like once you start investing and making money that way, it would change the way you feel about and think about money for the rest of your life.
Respectfully.
Like it honestly would. So there's the Webull out there, the Robin Hoods, those kind of funds. The what's the one that Acorns?
Acorns. It rounds up.
Really good. It rounds
Yeah.
when you make a purchase and stuff. Definitely look into those outlets.
It's also,
Acorns are good for like people who are just starting off. Honestly, that's like I would advise anybody to just start there.
And it's good for like I was telling you the last time you pulled up to the crib when you went golfing. I love that he went golfing.
I seen that.
I love that he went golfing.
Being on the golf.
I love that.
Yo, why have y'all not been golfing with me yet?
We got to,
bro.
Yeah,
we gotta make that. We gotta make that happen.
But it's important to watch I'm a visual person, so I like to watch and hear the conversation, because if you're saying you're going to do something but you're not actually like reading a book or watching the conversation, listen to a podcast, you're not going to take the initiative to do it. So I watched this dude named Caleb Hammer. Bro, he is so explicit with trying to like tell people like their money management is horrible, and a lot of people don't know that their money management is horrible because they're just living, and then they get faced with the bill. They're like, damn, how this bill come up?
That's how you was watching his YouTube the other day.
Yeah. I'm literally addicted to watching like David Ramsey. Yeah, it's just like you have to listen. You have to listen to these conversations, because if you don't listen to these conversations, it's not on your conscience. We are literally in an age of watching TikToks and forgetting what the TikTok we just watched because it was so fast, and we moved on to the next TikTok. So if we're in the conversation of listening to something repeatedly, it'll get into your conscience of, okay, well, let me make a better move with my bread. Let me invest this money, because Dave on whatever podcast you gave us, David said on our podcast name to invest the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Insert podcast.
Yeah. But quick side note, and what you talking about, like with people attention span because of the TikToks, that's one of the things I'm very concerned about.
Respectfully.
People can't really hold, like, they can't listen to a conversation because their attention span is godly short these days.
Bad.
Like, yo, I heard like, yo, you kind of like, oh, you've been long-winded. I'm like, yeah, I've been talking for like 10 seconds right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I already forgot what I'm. It's just like, we got to like work on that, yo. That's one of the things I definitely noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, be aware of that.
It's weird though. Isn't this, when I say this point, isn't this kind of weird that Chris is fighting somebody over there?
Right. No cap.
But isn't it weird that we live in an age of our attention spans are so quick, but podcasting, long form podcasting is growing?
That is an interesting
It's
thought,
confusing. It is
don't make
confusing.
sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I
Because
think that people like to hear other people's thoughts, because a lot of times, you know, we're all thinking this. That's why a lot of the things, the content that we're going to say, you know, that we've said tonight and that we're going to say on future shows and podcasts.
Called whatever you guys name it.
Yeah, call whatever you name it, right? And so why it's like, yo, that's a good point. Yo, because we all are going through it at the same time. You know what I mean? And so even if your attention span is short, like, you can relate to it. So now your ears perk up. Now you're really engaged in the type of content, because it's like, damn, that's what music is too. Yeah. Like, you know, these love songs and everything is like, damn, I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, that is actually true. You know what I mean?
Accurate,
yeah.
And so that's what makes it really good, I think, in that way.
I love that. This show could be something crazy.
It could.
Y'all
range, man.
Y'all want to hit that last topic of, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. It's on you, bro.
The last topic, you know what I'm saying, for this particular episode we're going to like discuss is, and this one I think is kind of controversial.
Yeah.
You probably had it with your girl, your boy, the homies in group chat, and then kickbacks and parties. Y'all might have talked about it before, but where did you stand on the real though? Let's keep it real.
Talk about it.
And listen, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We all family here, even those viewing like on the YouTube or whatever.
It's a safe place.
It's a safe place.
Respectfully. Express yourself.
It's a safe
So
place.
one of the hot topics that I think that it's like kind of out there that a lot of people discuss and debate about is, can girls and guys be only just friends? Can y'all really just be friends?
Hold on.
Come on. What you doing?
Hold on.
That boy got up for this.
Hell no. Hell no. What are we talking about?
I don't believe so.
Sorry, no.
Also, and a caveat to that as well, not only can they be just friends, but are you cool with your girl having a non-gay?
Actually, that's a better question. Actually,
are you
do it
cool?
again? Do it again.
Right.
Yeah, start it. That's a better question, I think.
What we really want to know, what the people really want to know is, are you fellas cool with your girl having a non-gay best friend? Okay? This man is heterosexual and he's her best friend. Are y'all cool with that?
Hell no. Hey, it don't change. It don't change, bro. What are we doing? We asking the same question.
Exactly.
Nah, that's a big no, bro.
How about with the situation of, because I don't know, I don't have an answer yet. I gotta get
Think
deeper
about
into
it.
this. I gotta
Think
get
about
deeper
it.
into this. Because
Marinate.
what if they're friends before you get into the? I don't think I'm cool with it.
Nah.
Hold on, Kervin. Go ahead.
Nah,
Why
I'm good.
Why you marinate on it?
Cause bro, like, all right, like naturally, men and female they're naturally gonna be attracted to each other, no matter what, man. Unless, like, I could see, like, maybe let's say they had a past already, they've already experienced each other in that way. I can see that becoming a thing where they can be friends and grow past that. But if they've never experienced each other, no. What are we talking about? Like, be friends?
Yeah.
Be friends with my shorty? No.
Right.
Shorty?
Not my
Hell no.
shorty.
Nah, that can't happen. No, that's a dub. That's a dub.
You know what's interesting about this for me?
This is intriguing because I think it's I don't think so.
So it's a dub for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I think about as interesting is I think that when it comes from women perspective, they genuinely can be just friends with a guy.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem here, right? That's
we're the problem,
and
probably.
Here's a word.
Well, I don't necessarily
Hold on, let me
so.
let me
Get
talk to
into it.
Here's the word of the day. Here's the dichotomy with that, right? This is a dichotomy.
3 words
with
of the
that.
day, bro. Yeah.
It's a dichotomy. It's two sides to this,
Yeah.
right? So women can be friends, I believe, with a guy, and they don't want anything because one thing about one of my favorite books, another book out there y'all should read. It's really good. It's called "It's Not You, It's Biology." That's one of the things, and it just
That's our
talks about-
title.
It's
That
not,
title goes
It's not
crazy.
you, it's biology, yo.
God, it's
And-
not. I'm about to use that in my
Yeah.
next argument. Like,
Like, I can't even blame you. It's
just
biology.
biology.
It's biology.
It's
Show that.
biology. You know what?
Hey,
You're right.
Hey, look, man, it's not even you. It's not even you.
It's biology.
Women really just want one person. They don't
Yeah.
need all that. Like, you know
No,
what I'm
it's a fact.
saying? Like how men sometimes struggle with. Like men struggle
I agree with
sometimes.
that.
with
That's a good
that.
point.
Women and like they innately can be with one. You know what I'm saying? And so when a girl really has her eyes locked on you and she's all about you and y'all locked in, she not really thinking about anybody else. Like
a
she
fact.
can have a
That's
she
true.
can have a Morris Chestnut as a best friend. Now she ain't gonna have a Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it.
Morris Chestnut not gonna be her best friend. Who that? What, Lance Gross? That's
Yeah.
Lance Gross or Idris Elba or something. I don't know, but she can have that type of like nigga like as her friend, and like it be platonic. But the thing is, long as they have not already had sex, as long as they not have already had sex. But like for men at least. Like men are kind of different. I hate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a man and I'm gonna just keep it 100. Like men, like when we have like girl best friends, it could be kind of dicey, right? Because like, especially if she's attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to disrespect any boundaries or anything like y'all have, but like it's just a different aspect when it comes to men best friends with girls. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're attractive. You know what we may have to really talk about with I haven't seen on any podcast. Y'all let me know if y'all seen it on a podcast or whatever. Is why do men struggle to be with one girl and women don't?
Man, I feel like
we can lead that.
Yeah.
We can lead that one. You know what I'm saying, for the next one if y'all
First
want
episode,
to.
first topic for the next episode.
Why do men struggle to be with one girl but women don't? That could be the and we really speak on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because regardless,
accountability. We gotta hold.
What's up?
Gotta show accountability.
It's
for that.
not you.
it's biology.
I want to answer that one for
Yeah.
the next episode.
Yeah, let's definitely.
But so far, this is a great. I appreciate y'all. This is
This is fire. This is actually fun.
Yeah.
Like literally. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm having a good time. Like this is dope.
And one by one, we're gonna bring more members of the Oski
Yeah.
to the show. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to do that. This is great though.
we having a great time. We want y'all to have a great time too, and also it be like a learning experience. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you actually feel like you fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Like now you understand, and it's important to talk about. That's why therapy is also great, to talk about things that we're all feeling that we're not going to get from drill music or rap.
For real,
Like it was giving you the real content, what we really feeling, what we really thinking, and how really things are really are. And it's great to hear like, you know, how like men's perspective and things.
Yeah, respectfully.
This is honestly like therapy for me right now.
I love it.
Honestly,
I love it.
It's like I know none of us are professionals or anything like that, but you know, having our thoughts being downloaded onto you know my brothers, like it feels good.
Yeah.
Like it really does feel good. So
I do want to be a life coach. What do y'all think about that?
A life coach
for
is amazing,
sure.
bro.
Yeah.
You know, you
that's
are my,
you, bro.
You are my second homie that want to be a life coach.
Really?
Yes, bro. My boy that I'm going to, you know, has having it. You know, shout out to my boy Christian. He's had a, you know, his girl got pregnant.
Love that.
They've been
Hey.
trying for some years, and it's finally happening. Yo,
Congratulations,
And
man.
so I'm going to a gender reveal this weekend, and
That's why you're going back to
yeah,
Charlotte.
I'm going to Charlotte because of that. And so you got to wear the colors of what you think the baby's going to be. If you think
What
it's
you
going to be
wearing?
a blue, you know what, man? Yeah, man, I can't see him being a girl dad, but watch it be a girl dad. That's gonna be the craziest.
I want a daughter
thing.
first, bro.
My boy is a man's man, so to see him like locking and be a girl dad would be like, and I'm gonna be, I'm a, what do you call it when you like the Godfather? What is it, the Godfather? Or
Is
like
it the Godfather?
Yeah, I think it's his Godfather,
like
yeah.
I'm uncle. I'm gonna be an uncle now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm already an uncle, but for my best friend as well.
That's
But,
beautiful. Shout out to him.
Shout out to my boy, yo. And so, how do we start talking about this?
me being a
you life
being
coach.
a life coach.
Yeah. Oh, he
wants to be a life
wants
coach.
to be a life coach too.
That's fine.
And like very inspirational as yourself, in that regard.
That's dope.
In that regard. So like, dig into that, yo.
Yeah,
like
I'm
really,
thinking about
like
doing
you know. And for those who don't know, what's going to be interesting is we like when this pop, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be on our Deion Sanders. Like, Do you believe? Do you believe? When it pop, like not if.
When?
Not
When? Speaking in existence.
When it. Yeah. So
it's already part of the timeline.
It's
Yeah.
only a matter of time.
Yeah.
We're not, we already know this. This is God given. So like when it happens, like, you really know. I lost my train of thought. I love Deion. Shout out to Deion.
Shout out Deion, man.
I was going somewhere with it too.
Doing amazing things, man.
God,
Shout
he's
out
so
Deion,
inspirational.
bro.
My favorite person right now in the entire country. No cap.
Respectfully, he's
Word,
killing it.
okay.
Yep.
In so many aspects, he's killing it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like, we took that personally. You know what I'm saying? What do you say?
But no, yeah, I think eventually. Well, I'm taking the steps right now behind the scenes to become a life coach. And I'm excited to see how that plays out because I'm already like an uplifting person, I believe.
Oh,
You really are, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. That's
Talk
what
to
I.
me. You see me?
Yeah,
You see me?
yeah. Thank you. I remember now.
I got
Look
you.
at you.
I got you.
Yeah, for those that don't know Rich specifically and personally, what I was gonna say, it was interesting is like when you see YouTube personalities and influencers, you think these people are not people. We all people. You feel me? Like, but what people that don't know you personally, my brother is inspirational in a positive. Anybody that Kervin, my line.
No, bro.
Anybody that's around this dude,
it'd be
know
a
that is
short clip on
God-given,
stories.
bro. Like, yo, I ain't never had a voice note from one of my homies and be like, "Good morning."
Bro, he's so well worded. Why is he so well worded?
He's like, "Good morning, blessings to you, brother. I hope your day's starting off well.
If the energy ain't for you, get out of there."
God favors you. God loves you, my brother. Like, continue to have a blessed day."
Yo,
and then
for
he'll
real.
get into what he's trying to say.
Like that's not even a
that is
message.
real,
It's
bro.
like it's a what?
Brother is
Come on,
different.
bro.
This man said good morning. He told me that God loves me.
That's
Like,
so funny.
and it's ordained, bro. That's in there.
For real.
Everybody know that's you, bro.
That's love, man. Damn, y'all amazing.
If you're
man.
going through something, bro, follow him, bro. Go just watch his story. I swear, bro. Whatever you're going through is in the past, dog. I promise you. Just go through the story.
Every friend group need a Rich.
For real,
Every
dog.
friend group need a Rich.
No,
bro.
that's a fact. And the tip of the day, I think we're gonna add this at the end for every time. Tip of the day: download Acorns.
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 Yeah.
That's good.
Download Acorns.
and BetterHelp.
And BetterHelp. I like that. Download Acorns and BetterHelp and And if you guys want to sponsor us, that'd be great. But regardless of the fact, that will definitely help you financially and mentally.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
we're here to invest in your spirit, invest in you economically. Might get some betting tips. We gonna
get there.
We trying to put money in your money. A full circle right here, boy. That's it. Y'all know what time it is.
I can't wait till we have a name for this so I can say it.
For real.
But I'm happy we did this, and we out to wind down Wednesday, or what's the word?
Yeah.
Yes,
I think that's I think that's the word.
That's the play.
Is it?
That's the play. Yeah. That's the play.
All right.
No cap. Like, for real.
Episode 1, it's Rich Vocals.
It's Brody Styles.
Kervin Pierre.
And this is whatever y'all name it. All right. We out.